Welcome everybody to Disabilities Redefined with Dr. Wagner. I am here with the designer and owner of Schizophrenic.NYC, which is a very popular, very, I want to use the word outspoken, but we know a t-shirt cannot be outspoken. However, I believe that Michelle is going to prove to be quite outspoken. So we're going to let, we're going to get into the interview. And Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. I am a big fan. I've saw your, I'm going to plug another YouTube show. I be politically incorrect, but it's okay. Voices Living with Schizophrenia. That is a wonderful, wonderful episode. It's under WebMD. Just go to YouTube, put in WebMD, Voices Living with Schizophrenia, and Michelle will tell her story and also talk about this wonderful t-shirt line. And I'm wearing it, Michelle. And I ordered one about 3 weeks ago, and now I'm going out to Los Angeles. So the other ones came in today. I ordered a group here, and we have a wonderful photo session planned for under the Hollywood sign. So as soon as as soon as we do that, we'll get in touch with you with the photographs. And absolutely. Now, first of all, I want us to talk about this clothing line first, okay?
Okay.
Now, you talk about this a little bit in WebMD. Why did you actually start the line?
Well, I had been working in the graphic and web design field in New York City for about 5 years, and I could not keep a job because of symptoms of schizophrenia. And like I said in that WebMD video, I did see a guy on the subway who was homeless, and it was very obvious to me that he had schizophrenia. Even though I don't like to just diagnose people, there was something there. And I realized that he's talking to himself in the same mannerisms that I do, but he's homeless and I'm not. And the difference is, you know, I have a support team of my family, my friends, my doctor. And if I didn't, I would be just like that dude riding the subway and being homeless, just like him. So trying to start something that would raise awareness, let everyone know that, you know, I have schizophrenia and I'm trying to make a difference, and doing something that could give back to the mentally ill homeless community of New York City. And really just be big and loud and letting just everyone know like what's going on. Because 1 in 5 New Yorkers has a mental illness, but nobody talks about it because of all the stigma.
Yes. And that is a very good point that you bring up. I teach Psych 102. And I show how I first became aware of you was that I actually showed your video from WebMD to my class. And they were fascinated. And what they really liked about you, and by the way, you've got a little fan club going at the City University of New York. When this is put on our YouTube channel, I promised that I would send it out to them because they know you. They know you.
That's so weird. Oh my God.
So I sent them a little, I got her, and I'm going to have her on the show. And they wrote back, "Oh, Professor Wagner, please let us know when it is and when it comes out." So you're gonna be, you know, superstar there at the City University of New York. So don't
okay. You know, if you make it anywhere, you know, make it at the City University.
But anyway, listen, they were very, very impressed with your honesty. And, you know, through my class, I try to incorporate just this sense of normalcy, you know, within people who are diagnosed with a mental illness. And I think it is on minute 4, because I've seen the video a few times. You make a profound statement on minute 4 that, excuse me, you make a profound statement on minute 4 that when you were diagnosed with schizophrenia, it was actually one of the best things that ever happened to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and you say at that time you could work with a therapist, you could get the right medication. And I was like, wow, that is such a profound statement. So I think what you're doing is wonderful. Now, there is one incident that I do want to speak about. You say one time when you were there on your Saturday, is it the fair, the street?
Yeah,
fair?
the market, yeah.
Yeah, and whereabouts is that in case if people want to go see you?
Well, that one in the video was in Little Italy, but now when I pop up, when the city opens again, it's on 48th and 9th.
48th and 9th?
Yeah.
40 and 9th or 48 and 9th?
48 And 9.
9. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we will highly promote your website during the episode. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You say that there was one incident that some mental health professional came up and was very abrupt and rude. What was it?
Yeah, I just had my booth. I'm just like standing there at my booth, and this woman just comes up to me and was like, "This is a label. This is inappropriate. I'm a mental health advocate, and this is a label. This is terrible." And I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you. She's like, "I've seen enough," and grabbed a flyer and ran away. And then like thinking about it, I was like, why is she yelling at me? She doesn't want to talk to me. And she even said like, "I've written books." And I'm like, I don't know who you are. You wrote books. I don't know you. I didn't read your books. So it doesn't really matter, books as you want. I don't know who you are. You didn't even talk to me.
Well, that was the point.
You're judging me before you get to know me, which is stigma. So you're totally contradicting your life. Like you're saying I'm stigmatizing people because I guess you didn't like that I used the word schizophrenic instead of schizophrenia. But you're gonna yell at me for it, aren't you? You're judging me before you get to know me, which is stigma.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Stigma is very such a horrible thing, such a negative thing. And I thought that was a very, very interesting switch there, how you've used that in your press to make a positive point. So that was actually, I did appreciate that as well. Yes, that somebody coming up to you, yelling at you in public could actually end up being a lesson for us to learn from. But you know what? Hey, listen, we take it as it comes. One more incident. You said now that when you were, and you were diagnosed at 22.
Yes.
Okay. Before that, you were having these kind of delusions where you felt like your mother was against you, but then when you went to college, it turned into your roommate, and that was kind of an eye opener that these feelings are following me, so something's just not right.
Yeah, because when I was in high school, I was convinced of all of these thoughts of my mom. Like she's purposely putting things there. She's saying to me things about this. Maybe she's putting things in my food. Maybe she's talking to my teachers. She's doing this. And I had all of these things I knew she was doing, but she wasn't talking to me about, right? And I would blame her for things, and I would always assume she's planning all these things about me. And when things went wrong, it was all her fault because I knew that she was really planning everything. But so going to college, I thought like, she's gone, I'm good, and everything's fine. And then I started thinking that my roommate was plotting and planning things and really trying to sabotage my whole life. And then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. My roommate would never do that to me.
Right.
Why am I thinking these same exact thoughts about my mom? And now why am I thinking them the same way about my roommate? My mom was right the whole time. It is me. I am the one with the problem. Oh my God. It was like the biggest realization I've ever had that I really do have the issue.
That was you're a step ahead of me. So that was what I wanted to get to. What advice then, Michelle, because you've been very successful. You're a young entrepreneur. You do speak about having, this diagnosis here in New York City, which is a very active, noisy city already. Nevertheless, you've been very, very successful, and you seem to be doing great. What advice then do you have for people who may not want to accept that they have this diagnosis?
I think a lot of people don't want to accept it because they see all the negative things about it. And like people have even said to me, oh, thank God I'm bipolar and I'm not schizophrenic. And like, whenever I hear that, I just think, yeah, but I'm more stable than you. So, shut up. But so it's just a word, and it's not a life sentence. You're not going to jail for the rest of your life. It's just a word. And like I said before, it's the best thing that can happen to you because now you can be treated for the right thing. So it's really not horrible to get a label like that. You're not like, it's not stamped on your forehead. It's just who you are. And it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not that big a deal. And if anyone's going to treat you poorly because of it, they're not worth your time.
Excellent point. Very good point. And also, Michelle, you are turning, and I hope that you younger generation, millennials, I don't know what you kids are calling yourself these days, but at the at the end of the day, you really are, with all of your you know, great, it's not a delusion, you are incredible, all of this great stuff. And you actually have, what is the imagery that you've got with the, you did send me a card with the brainwave. I can't seem to find it now, your card. With the,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, that is lovely. I love that. But at the end of the day, you really are turning the, oh, here we go. Yes. And we can blow this up. Yes, I love this. Yes. You're turning it into something somewhat cool and hip. And that's a great thing. That is a great thing. You know, 15, 20 years from now, people will be walking around saying I'm schizophrenia, just like I'm saying I'm bald. You know, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It is, as you say, with the right treatment, it is not that big of a deal. On the contrary, it can actually be, you could actually become an entrepreneur and do something wonderful with it.
Absolutely.
So all the best and congratulations. Final question.
Okay.
What do you then think, because you know there's a certain trend now going with the disabilities and the Hollywood representation. A lot of times mental illnesses are portrayed in Hollywood as bad, as negative. What do you think about that?
Sometimes I think movies just want to get people to view them. So they'll kind of just put them in a movie, how they put a movie. I watched a movie recently where one of the girls was, you know, something was wrong with her. They didn't know what it was. And then they started going through things. They found a bottle of pills, and it happened to be the same prescription as one of my pills. And then my friend said to me, oh, if you don't take that medication, you're going to go around killing people. And I was like,
and what is on your shirt now? Show us quickly. There you go. That is super cool if you ask me. That is so cool. Did you stand up in the theater and shine a light there?
So it's just, I think maybe they're trying to make it happen, but they go about it the wrong way. I see people are trying to make it better and better, but you know, whenever something becomes popular, they then try to put it in a movie and then they do it all wrong. But you know, sometimes they do it well.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
This has been wonderful, Michelle. It was everything I thought it would be. We have the t-shirts here. They're gonna go with me out to California. We've got our photo session planned into the Hollywood side, and we'll be in touch when we get back.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, all the best. And I love the t-shirts.
Thank you.